of Series 5 of Master League Story Mode. Now, despite a slightly awkward looking face in frame there, Marcelo Bielsa must be pretty pleased at the moment. We're on a great run of form, dispatched Arsenal and Liverpool in the last episode, but unfortunately that isn't going to help us with our slight predicament in the Champions League, and that predicament being we've totally fucked the group stage. Yep, 3 games in, 0 points, 7 goals conceded, only 3 scored. It's not looking great. We'd love that 3rd spot though to give us a chance in the Europa League. I don't know how that's worked out actually. Is it every 3rd place finisher? Is it based on something else? I'm not sure, but we want to give ourselves a chance. We've got 3 games left in our group. Juve up today. If Sporting slip up and we win all 3 of our final games, could happen. We could conceivably make it through to the Europa League. The question is now for Marcelo Bielsa, where do the priorities lie? Commenter Tim's in the last episode said you're out of the Champions League now, rest players against Juve, which I guess is pretty sensible advice. We've got some very tired players here. We've got a game against West Ham coming soon. The question is, do we back ourselves to make it any further, or do we rest players, just resign to our fate? Then hopefully we've got a nice full strength, fully rested first 11 for the Premier League, which we need to be concentrating on. We've got our best chance of winning something there. So I think we will look to rotate a little bit here. Actually, I think Tim's is probably right. So we'll try and rest some of the back line, almost all the back line. We'll keep Bernardo in. Actually, before we go any further, I think we're going to do it. I've been thinking about it, and it just feels right. We've loved having Maxi Romero as captain, and he's actually dealt with it pretty well, considering he's only 22 years old. But I think we're going to let him just concentrate on scoring goals, and we're going to hand the captaincy over to Big Bernardo, the huge Brazilian at the back. And I think that's probably a smart move in the long run. You always want to have, for me, a centre-back as a captain, if you can, or central midfielder, someone who's surveying the pitch, someone who's watching the game, can see the ebb and flow. So I think we'll give him that honour, and we'll go back here. And so where were we? Yeah, so Chidozie, C-Pats, Jomez, bring in Goni, who's going to have his work cut out today against Cristiano Ronaldo, Douglas Costa, Bernardeschi, but I think it's the sensible move, isn't it, really? We're going to give the horse a start today. Maxi Romero on a flashing arrow, but he's so tired. Could maybe bring him on for a few minutes. We'll play Gnabry in there. It's just the ass man who misses out today. It's a slight rotation, not anything too crazy, but resting some of our players who needed it. And yeah, we know all about Juventus. They gave us a nasty spanking last time we played them. Expect the same today. So I'm not actually sure how Marcelo Bielsa works in terms of pragmatism, in terms of rotation as a manager, but I think being realistic here and knowing that any sort of progression in the Champions League is so unlikely now, actually if we can be smart and we can allow for some rotation, keep our squad fresh for the Premier League, where we've still got a chance of at least competing for the title, that's the smart move. I wouldn't go as far as starting the arse man, but it's great to see Bernardo leading the side out today. He deserves it. He has been a leader in this side, with or without the captain's armband, but now he has a leadership trait, or anyway, I think it was workhorse, that is a trait that improves the side when he's captaining it. I think it was the sensible move. We'll allow Maxi Romero just to concentrate on the goals, but Maxi on the bench today, what can the horse do against this big defence? Well, we'll try and whip some balls into the box, try and use him as we should. Let's go. De Jong, nice turn. Kluivert now into Gnabry. He'll turn as well. Weghorst into De Jong. Oh, keeps it moving into Kluivert. He'll cut back, floats it in. The horse up with Chiellini. Misses the header. Good chance there, though, for Leeds United. Oh, big mistake there. Gnabry powers through. Oh, great balance. The horse back to De Jong. Oh, wow. Really unlucky. It's a lovely little Dutch 1-2 here after some really great balance. Just hit the post and went out. Unlucky. Oh, Bernardeschi's away from Kobos. Goni's there. Oh, no. Oh, wow. There's definitely a penalty in there somewhere. Matuidi and wide. Oh, referee let us off there, I would say. Bernardeschi. I mean, is he impeded here intentionally by Butland? I don't know. He still went for it. It all got a bit sloppy there. Matuidi couldn't finish it off. 34 minutes gone, no goals yet, but it's been an interesting one. Kobos wins it well, but it won't fall to him. Bernardo can't get it back there. Oh, bollocks. Oh, it's just all fallen apart just before the half. Kobos did really well. Got a foot in. And Goni's found himself well out of position. And it's a very simple square ball. And Costa finishes it off. Cliver into Gnabry. Can he find a moment of genius here? He's away from his man. It's a great effort, and Serge Gnabry levels things here. And Juve shocked by some individual brilliance. It is the German Serge Gnabry. Something a little special there. Did really well. It was a nicely worked counter-attack. It was a pretty horrible foul in the process. Gnabry steps away from Marquinhos. And Chiellini just too slow to put a foot in. And it's beautifully curled. Scored some great goals this season, Serge Gnabry. Certainly questions about whether he should be starting. Do you know, at the moment I would say maybe the person I would start him in place of, maybe not in the same position, it might be De Jong. De Jong's been a bit disappointing. He needs to come up with a little bit more for my money. Short corner. Alessandro's caught us all napping, but Lucasen will get there. And that's a clever ball into Lookman. Now out to Cliver. Could have a chance for an overload here as Lookman will take it through the centre away from Marquinhos. He's got the pace here. Sideways ball into the horse, and we've gone ahead just before the half. It's a smash and grab here at Ellen Road. And we've hit him on the break. They just couldn't get men back quick enough. And then, well, the sweat was on. And Wakehorse grabs his goal today. It's a very simple finish. Well, did not see that coming. And that really was right at the death there. 45th minute goal from the Horse. 2 goals in 4 minutes to end the half strongly. Putting in a pretty good performance with a weakened side today. Not as much possession as we'd like. We can accept that as long as we can keep this scoreline as it is. Patterson, smart ball into Kobos, and he suddenly found himself in acres of space. Can run away from Bentancur here. Kobos now through the centre. Oh, flicks it up into the Horse. Yes. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. 2 players we've not seen much of this season, but in their own ways have certainly achieved cult status in their time at Leeds United. Facundo Kobos, he's been there since day one. He's so dependable. Oh, Ryan Sessegnon's been okay, but the Kobos is always bossing it. He's bossed it there with a lovely ball over to the Horse, who again, a cult figure. He's come in, his flowing locks, his goal scoring ability. Big old frame, and this is a well taken one. He's a very dependable finisher. And that is 3 with a weakened side as well. Can we hang on here? Oh, nice ball over the top. Pjanic will get to this ahead of Bernardo, but Bernardo's back. Good challenge. Matuidi though. Oh, bollocks. Wow. Great goalkeeping there. Costa. Oh, lovely ball through into Ronaldo. Oh, Butland, what a save! Absolutely world-class goalkeeping there from Jackie B. Oh, Matuidi, that's a great run. Patterson trying his best to get back with him. Can he prevent the Frenchman putting a ball into the box? He can't, but Kobos can head away in front of Dybala, and now Lucasen can launch a break here. Lookman into the Horse. Oh, the Horse, lovely turn. Can he find the right ball out to Justin Kluivert? He can. And the Dutchman now will take it under. Just Cancelo with him. Oh, turns away beautifully. Gets the ball in. Looking for the Horse with the overhead kick. It's off the post. Wow. Unbelievable scenes here. Pattons will have another chance to put it into the box. Marquinhos clears. And Dybala can put it into touch. 78 minutes gone here. Can we hold on? Oh, Lookman, lovely flick into Juan Brunetta. Oh, dances away from Alexandro. Still Brunetta, back out to Lookman. Into the near post, looking for the Horse. The header save. The Horse could have had 3. He could have had 4. He's been a pain today. He's been instructed by Marcelo Bielsa. Be physical, be direct, be your annoying best. And he's certainly been that. He's given a really difficult game to 2 top-class centre-backs. And there it is, an unlikely but historic win for Leeds United. I think Juventus were probably guilty of complacency, underestimating this side. We tricked them by appearing to put out a second-class lineup, but really we had Patterson, Kobos, Weghorst, who were hugely influential players last season, and we had our best ever run. certainly wasn't a bad team, and we took our chances well, and Juve just didn't have a reply, despite all the chances they had. And the horse comes in, gets a man of the match performance. Maxi Romero watches from the bench for the entire game. Wouldn't normally do that with a player on a flashing blue arrow. It's a bit of a waste, but still, you know, can't really say that we made a mistake because we've got the win. So certainly did not see that coming. What will that do to them? So Sporting, if we beat Sporting, we will probably finish third. Juve now lost 2-1-2. I mean, is their position in danger? Who knows? We're going to have to win our remaining 2 games. But it might not be all over in the Champions League. It probably is. You'd expect Juve to win. Oh, there we go. Maxi Romero still improving despite not playing. 87 unwavering balance. That's insane. So, should be nice and fresh for another game at Ellen Road. And we've been offered the Liverpool job. That is an exciting one. Let me know in the comments, should this be... Well, I think we'll start at, should this be something that goes to the Patreon vote? Is this something we're potentially interested in? Obviously, we love Leeds United, but the budgetary restrictions are starting to get a bit painful, and there they are. Clear as day. We've got nothing. We are potless. We've not got a pot to piss in. Our pot is empty. You know, all of the pot references. We've got no money. That's what we're saying. And I don't know what we're going to do in the transfer window. I don't know if we're going to be able to make any signings, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. We've got a good side. We're playing well. But Liverpool might be interesting. But anyway, we're back in the league now. Let's have a look and see how everyone's doing after a rest. Lookman didn't get the full rest, so Gnabry can come in there. It's fine. Lucasen was not rested either. Shouldn't really start him. Shall we start Chidozie there? And then play Pats at right back. He was okay in that game. I'm happy with that. Bernardo also wasn't rested, and you can see Goni played well actually, but I probably wouldn't start him in the Premier League up against Arnautovic. I think we're going to need the pace and power of Bernardo. Obviously West Ham have got Mason Mount. I don't know why I feel like we hate him, but I think we sort of do. I don't know. Brunetta back in today. Chidozie, that's his first time playing in that role. I think he'd be good there, despite not being a very highly rated defensive midfielder. Sessegnon back in today. Kobos on a blue, tempting. The horse is there as well. It's great to see him get a run out. Thing is, Maxi Romero is so rarely that tired that we don't really often need to bring him on. But we've seen what he can do. He just finds himself in the right positions, not just because of his strength. He's just a very clever player. Right, let's do this. These are some very happy Leeds fans. And they'll be very happy if they see another win in the league today. And I think we've got it in us. Come on. Oh, Kagawa with a bit of space here. Patterson chasing well. Kagawa rides the first challenge. Oh, turns back inside of the Scotsman. Arnautovic on the turn here. Real danger. Not Mason Mount. Fucking bastard. Sorry. Excuse my language. That's exactly what I didn't want to happen. And it's Patterson there caught out. We shouldn't have started him, should we? He's not good enough. We shouldn't have let the Juve game fool us. It's very simple there. Arnautovic held it up well. Found Mason Mount. It's a good finish from him. Oh. Brunetta. That's nice. Clivert lays it off to Sessegnon. Oh, he's found Brunetta really well. Lays it back. Maxi Romero. Yes. That's a very good goal. Loving the ball from Sessegnon there. Splitting the defence. It's a great run from Juan Brunetta. It's laid off there. Sessegnon found him really well. Squared it. Just about fell. Past Morgan into Maxi Romero. He grabs another for his tally this season. Premier League top scorer. One more for him. And, yep. Even now. Let's go. Oh, and Kagawa sent off for that challenge. That's very rare. You do not see that. Probably count on the fingers of one hand how many red cards we've had in Master League. And that is one. And very early on as well. Can we take advantage of that? So, free kick here for Mason Mount. At least he probably can't score from here. Oh, that would have been a little bit too much to take. Oh, God. Thankfully there, we're definitely about to get demonetised with the tirade of blue language that would have come out if Mason Mount had scored a free kick from there. Good points of this half. They've had a man sent off. It doesn't happen very often. I skipped the challenge so quickly. I don't even know if it was that bad, but Kagawa, straight red card. Now we've got a full 45 minutes with a man advantage. We couldn't really make much of that advantage in the end part of that first half. Hopefully we can step it up in the second. So De Jong off here. Weghorst on. 60 minutes on the clock. Marcelo Bielsa going 2 up top. Of course, we've got to try and win this. We've only had 52% possession, despite having an extra man. It can be difficult playing against 10 men. That seems to be the case here. It's Gnabry. It's from Maxi Romero. It's uninspiring, but we've got it here. Cliver inside to Chidozie in the box. Chidozie will turn. Looks to curl. Don't think the Dozer has scored yet. And that's a pretty good chance to open his account. Couldn't get the whip on it. So many white shirts to choose from here as Cliver brings it forward. Brunetta moves it on into Gnabry. Back inside to Juan Brunetta. Oh, brave goalkeeping there. The horse into Gnabry. Finds Cpats. He'll have a chance to look up. Put a good ball in. Romero at the far post. Can't get to it. Now Ryan Sessegnon into Juan Brunetta. Digs one out. Another good save. And West Ham saved again. Gnabry now into Romero. Lays it off to Chidozie. Oh, still got it somehow. Now Maxi Romero away from Morgan. Maxi Romero blocked by fucking Weghorst. 2 strikers getting in each other's way. That is the worst case scenario of our substitutions. Sessegnon now. He's moved out to the left wing. He'll drive inside here though. Still Ryan Sessegnon. Can he finish it here? Shit. Had so much time as well. Is this game slipping away? Are we going to get the most disappointing draw of all time? Time really is running out here. Oh no, Sessegnon. Kobos inside. Can he find Juan? The horse? No. Maxi, no. You're on a blue arrow. It's not happening. It's a draw. It's a draw. Oh, it's fallen neatly here to Gnabry. Through the centre now. Serge Gnabry into Maxi Romero. Surely! Well, we left it very late. And we were getting very frustrated. We were rushing. We were taking chances that just simply weren't there. But as Serge Gnabry moved inside, created the space, timed this ball into Maxi Romero perfectly. Almost managed to mess it up. But the number 9 scores his 1,000,000th goal of the season. The dramatic improvement continues. He's well found by Serge Gnabry, who's had an excellent couple of games. Really challenging now for a starting place, you would say, with everyone fit. We've done it. God, we left it late, but we've done it. Oh no, Chicharito away from Gomez. No, no. Oh my God. Get it away. Get it away. No, you fucking bastard. Shit. Oh, this game. This game was just never happening, was it? Patson should have got it away there. We had a chance to clear, and Chicharito with the final kick of the game, probably. Oh my God. Oh. 93rd minute for Chicharito. We just had the feeling of a game we were never going to win. Oh. Gutted. Still only had 5 shots on target. It's just not good enough. Just not good enough. Patterson, though, maybe at fault for both of the goals there. No! No, no, no. 7 points now behind City. That's it. It's gone. 23. You know, that's close. Much closer. It's 3 points closer. So Maxi Romero up to 84, but I can't even enjoy it. I'm distraught. After 3 really great wins against massive sides, we're then caught out. The game that we should be winning against a very rare 10 men as well. Just, should have gone defensive at the end. Basic error there. Really basic error. The win streak of 4 is halted. Bollocks. Right, next episode, got to keep the wins coming. It's not even Christmas yet. We can still catch City. Just can't be dropping points like that. See you in a bit.